Hello, sweet friends. It is Lindsey O'Connor, host and creator of Travels with Lindsey, here to remind you that curiosity inspires the soul. Now, one thing I have always been curious about is wine, and urban wineries are popping up all over San Diego County, allowing residents to enjoy a hint of wine country in their own backyard. And today we are at one of those urban wineries. I cannot wait to introduce you to Koi Zen Cellars in Carmel Mountain in San Diego County. And you'll also learn why their motto is uncork, sit back, and relax.
We are a little urban or craft winery. So just like the microbrews, that's what we are, but only with wine. And we buy grapes from Northern California, ship the grapes down here, and we make the wine in the back there.
We both love wine. We love teaching about wine. We love explaining wine to people, and we love having a glass with other people. So there's a lot of passion and love involved in this business.
How do you shake it up a little bit first?
So it's kind of been in the bottle a little bit. So what you want to do is give it a little bit of a swirl, and what that does is start getting some oxygen in there and opening it up. So when you bring it up to your nose, the lighter esters and the lighter fragrances you're going to smell first, and then as it keeps opening up, you'll smell a little bit deeper things. On a white, it's usually pretty light.
That is really good.
Like that?
Yeah.
All right, so that is Sauvignon Blanc.
Maybe it's funny, but it's the whole Koi Zen thing. It was just that part of it. When you walked in here, it just felt really comfortable, felt relaxing, you know. So that's what I feel when I come in here, like you're coming into friends and family and entertaining at your home.
So, what kind of wines do you make here?
So we primarily deal with what's called the noble varieties, which are the mainstream varietals. That includes your Cab and your Merlot, Zinfandel, Nieblo, things like that.
And so what does it taste, what does the wine taste like coming from a barrel versus the bottle on your shelf?
It tastes very similar. The biggest difference is when it comes off the press. So after fermentation, you actually have wine, but it's baby wine. It has zero aging. And as it sits in barrels, it becomes smoother and calmer. And then once it goes into bottle, the process continues and it becomes even smoother. So oftentimes, the older the wine, the better the wine becomes.
And how do you, I feel like this might be a silly question, but like, how do you know if it tastes like a good wine versus not a good wine?
That is so hard because my taste is different than your taste. It's just you try to develop something very nice and you hope other people enjoy that. Yeah. So generally what we'll do is we'll take the individual varietal and we will blend it a little bit just to smooth off the edges.
Right.
Yeah, make it a little bit better.
Nice. Okay. And is that typically the case when you blend two varietals together or three? Does it usually make it a little bit smoother? And
so some wines you will taste up front, some wines you'll taste in the middle, some wines you'll taste in the back. And if you could put those three wines together, then the whole mouth experience happens. Likewise, if you want more cherry or more vanilla or more dark fruit or more spice, you would blend wines together to create that flavor profile. So to me, the secret of life is not to have death. And what almost killed me was stress. I was living a life I didn't like. I was constantly stressed and it almost killed me. And when I realized that and I decided to do something I do love, all the stress went away and I feel rejuvenated, I feel energized, and I feel like that is the secret to life.
I would add one thing to that. I think the secret of life is balance, which I strive for every day. Don't always make it every day, but balancing work and play and making a difference.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Travels with Lindsey. I hope you enjoyed your wine tasting experience, and I hope the next time you're in San Diego, you will enjoy some of our urban wineries. Cheers!